once we have given up control, the very next thing that we find out that we need to do is give up control again. And right after we get through it at that time, we need to go right back and do it again. This is not spirituality is not something we do and then walk away from. And that's what we really wanted. We really wanted to, we want to declare that we've graduated. Spirituality, yeah, I got enlightened. In other words, I hit the bell there, and now I'm playing golf. And it's not like a bucket list type of thing. It's a continual process. And it's a continual process of the discarding of a self that doesn't actually exist. So it is the seeing through, which acts as discarding it, because you keep seeing through something. It gets a little easier to spot each time. And that fear of falling, because what will I do if I, what will I do in the absence of control? And I mean, what? I mean, what will I do in the absence of control? You don't need to worry about it. You're not in control. Oh, but I want to worry about it. Well, you can worry about it as long as you want to, but there's no need in it. So we have to relinquish, when we talk about surrender, number one, we think that there's someone who does it. Fred has to surrender, but there's no Fred. So that is not a possibility. So it's only awakeness that can surrender to, and awakeness has to surrender to what? It has to surrender to itself. It has to surrender to it has to surrender to its own verbness too, which is that, can I find it plus this? No, this is it. This includes this object, is this so-called object. So the fear of what will I do after I give up is just the rising back up of ego. We haven't really surrendered at all. As long as I maintain fear of what will happen in my absence. And it's because, well, I need to check the first 5 or 6 decades of this life, and notice that there was nobody running the show when I thought there was. So there was no detriment when Fredness declared, when I said, oh, there's no Fred, it wasn't like I pulled the legs out from all the tables or anything. There was nothing anyway. It was like pulling the pole out of the center of the sheet, which I was declaring to be me. I am this big sheetness, and it's just not so. It's all a mirage, and it's a mirage that we embellish every day. And we embellish it, and we embellish it, and we embellish it, and then we come behind that and see through it. We want to get ahead of it, and we can get it somewhat, in the sense that we can maintain a certain willingness to see the awful truth that there's no Fred, yeah, and there's no me here. And that being the last trick that we don't want to give up, but unfortunately, it's the first that has to go if there's going to be any clarity, because the awakening that happens with the seeing through of noticing no self, of no self being noticed by no self, is not enough. You can't, because there's no past like I graduated from, and I used to have this problem, but I don't have it anymore. No, you never had the problem. It was a pattern, and you couldn't get rid of the problem because you are the problem. But when you quit trying to fix the problem with the problem, then suddenly that opened the door for the true solution of clarity. So much of this is like like stopping playing semantics with ourselves. We have to quit taking the believing the easy lie